Hello, everyone. My name is Marcus Stewart, and welcome to a new episode of New Gameplay Today. We are taking a look at Sifu, a really cool martial arts action game, as you can see there. And today, I am not on the sticks because that is my guest, one Alex Stadnik. Hello, sir.
Hello! I am happy to report in the preview build, Sifu, very fun.
It
Happy
looks
to say.
fun.
Yeah.
Not as much fun for the guy you just like beat the crap out of.
Oh no, he had a bad time, and so his friends are going to as well. This is a bizarre, awesome thing. I think if you've seen any of the I believe it was Sony that debuted the trailer for this, correct? At some point this
I
year.
think so. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but it was like Marcus said, like the kung fu action game here. That every time you die, you age. And I was like, okay, interesting concept on paper, but like, how does that actually play? I'm happy to report this game plays exceedingly well. The combat is incredibly smooth and very satisfying. And very difficult, I should add as well. We can talk about it a little bit. Brutal, if you can't tell. And it uses the aging and leveling mechanic in interesting ways here. Marcus, I don't know, are you hyped for this game? Are you interested in this?
I am, and I wanted to ask you. So this is developed by Sloclap, who previously made a game called Absolver. Which did you play Absolver, Alex?
I did not. Sloclap. This is my introduction to Sloclap.
Okay, 'cause I'm not surprised to hear you say that it plays well because I played Absolver, which has a very similar fighting mechanic. Like Sifu pretty much builds upon what that game was doing because it was pretty much just an open world fighting game.
Okay.
And it was okay, but like the fighting was the star of the show. So for them to kind of scale it back into a more single player focused thing, but like polishing up the fighting, sounds amazing to me, and I'm glad to hear that it is.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about the aging. So how it's every time you die you age? Is it 1 year exactly, or how many years jump?
So that was my worry when I first jumped in the game. I was like, oh, it was gonna give me a lot of lives, but I was like, what's the trade-off there? And so the first one is you age to 21, and you can see here I'm at a rewards screen, and I could pick. We went by too quickly, but I could pick a boost depending on like where my age was at, type of thing. But then it starts to jump as you start to die more. You start to like get older quicker. So like you can jump to like 26, 29, then like 33, 30, it keeps going up.
And you're 20 years old when you start the game?
Correct. At least in this demo chunk. So I know we're already a couple of minutes into this, but setting the scene here, this is a demo that we got from Sloclap. And this is like a little bit into the game. We've skipped the first chapter, some of the tutorial stuff. So it's like kind of wanting to give you a slice of like what this is going to feel like when you're past those early hours, right? So there are upgrades and stuff I didn't get really a chance to explore because of my slice of this. But so, there's pros and cons to dying, right? As you die and get older.
Is that guy Super Saiyan? What's going on?
Oh yeah. So I tried to do a takedown of him, and he countered it. I'm not sure if it's randomized or if it just depends on the enemy. But sometimes when you go for that takedown, the really cool cinematic, like a couple of punches and stuff like that, they'll block it and basically go Super Saiyan. And I die to them most of the time here. Like this makes me so mad here. Ready?
Okay.
And oh no, he swept the leg.
I was okay. Yeah. Oh, I mean, how can you beat him? You're not the legendary super. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. So
I was worried. I was like, is he on fire and not realizing it? But okay, he's just Super Saiyan. Which, fun fact, I guess that's how you do it.
Yeah,
you block someone's attack and poof.
Yeah, and they're gone. So the interesting thing about the skill tree that you just saw there is you saw it kind of juxtaposed against the amulets, the coins or those are like, once you break one, you age to a certain level where you lose health but gain damage.
Okay.
And then but once that piece is gone, you can't do those upgrades anymore. So like I've been trying to save, because as I kill people, you see in the top right, I'm getting XP, and I can spend XP on different moves and buffs. But at least in the section I played, if I died too many times and that piece of the upgrade tree is gone to me, I can't upgrade. So
All right.
Uh,
And is there a narrative reason for the aging mechanic? Do you know what the story is exactly?
I do not. The demo was more of a showcase on the gameplay more than the story itself. He has this amulet that allows him to like come back from dying, or like, but then he ages, and so I guess no, I'm not exactly sure how that all fits in, but there's some mythical reason behind it.
Okay. And you saw with your XP, you're spending it on new stuff. Have you gotten a sense of the move list? Because Absolver had a pretty substantial list of moves that you can unlock and kind of customize. And like you could essentially like string or create your own combos. Have you gotten a sense of any of that in this game?
They kicked me off with some combos for sure, but I didn't get a sense of the like customizational nature of it. Yeah, the big boys hurt. But I just unveiled my used my it looks like L2, my like special move. My, that makes these guys a lot easier and some of the harder enemies coming up here.
Oh, nice. Is that like a good move for just big people in general?
Yeah, if you sweep my legs, Marcus, I'll probably go down. Yeah.
Okay, I'll test that if I see you.
I go in to hug you at E3, like, Marcus, we're meeting first in public, and then you just sweep the damn leg.
It's like tighten up, stay on guard. Okay. Oh, you got a weapon there. So you look, you broke that that piece of furniture and you picked up a stick from it.
Yeah. So I've shown it in the gameplay a little bit here, but you know, this game, you need these kind of pickups. I've experienced bats, wooden planks and sticks like that, beer bottles, which come in very handy. Like you can see a bat right there. Those help you out a ton, and you know, using your not only the tools in the environment, like I tried to there, and she dodged it. I know, right?
Leg sweep. That is your weakness, the leg sweep.
For real, it is. You know, using your environment not only from a weapon standpoint, but a kind of enemy organizational point is very important too, because when you get surrounded, you are like screwed. You are in trouble.
Right.
And you know, you can use the desks, the chairs, that kind of stuff to kind of segment the enemies and kind of take them on in a little bit more manageable way.
So there's kind of like contextual interactions with the environment. Like if you're near, like maybe you'll see it here. Yeah, you're by that. Counter. You can do a move and slam them into it.
And I think this game is excelling, at least in the preview stage that I played. Right, it is excelling at making this feel like a lived-in environment in that way, because the animations are so great when it comes to, you know, hitting someone's head. Yeah.
He didn't even do anything.
I know, right?
He's just hanging out.
No. I played this demo enough to know who is friend and who is foe.
They're like, we just work in the lighting crew, man.
Yeah. We had families. But so the strong sweep was definitely my favorite that I just used there. But yeah, the animation work is so good, and the fluidity of the combat, and I'm so taken with it.
The camera too, the way it kind of zooms in there. It's got a nice, you know, to use a cliche term, a visceral feel to it.
Yes, very good, sir. This went from just being like a passing, like, oh, this could be fun, to being like, oh, this is day one. I want to play the full experience.
It's happened
again. Yep.
I wish they didn't have bandanas. I want to see their hair.
Yeah, right. That's a late game spoiler. But
okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I don't know if you caught it there, but he kicked me with his leg.
He had like orange. Hot legs.
You can't block those, at least in my experience. I could be wrong, but because there's blocking and dodging, right? It's more advantageous to definitely try to dodge those, because you can't parry, you can't parry those. Like you can some of the more standard moves. Okay,
that's kind of a cooler way to kind of signal an unblockable attack. Like normally in most games, it'll be like an indicator over their head, like a red indicator. Like to have them basically have glowing limbs.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool and different.
definitely. Well, and you asked me earlier about contextual environment too. Like using the environment is huge in this because oh god, the style is so cool. And sorry,
Oh, what is
I like there's a couple of very stylized moments right where you finish a fight and this pops you know, a different color scheme or something pops up and it is so cool. But
okay.
shoving opponents against the walls and into furniture and stuff does extra damage. So it's really, you really want to try to corner people and really like beat the crap out of them in a corner. So this is one of the boss fights here, or I guess the main fight of the demo that we have here.
You're gonna talk your way out of this, it looks like.
Well, I tried to give him a shot, you know?
No one has to get hurt.
Yeah. Well, and then this guy chose violence, so I was like, all right, here we go.
Oh, there it is, your finisher.
Well, and why that's important too is like you can combo that the leg sweep there when you throw them or so you can throw them to the ground, beat them on the ground, and then keep doing damage when they get up. It's kind of overpowered, so but I struggle with that fight mightily beforehand. But
I was gonna ask, like, he wasn't much of a boss.
No,
made short work of him.
I'm happy that I could give you good gameplay here, viewers. But this definitely, like, this took me time to get used to the systems, right? That, you know, if you've played a melee fighting game before, you're gonna know, you know, the ins and outs to a certain extent. But like, it is definitely, it is hard. Like, and you have to. This is a couple of times where I really had to learn like tells and that kind of stuff. So, but well worth it because this is a very satisfying experience that I'm very happy I got to play.
Yeah, I think you just beat up a Naruto fan with his Akatsuki robe.
Someone has to take the Naruto fans down a little bit, man. They got Fortnite now, you know, it's just
knock him down a peg.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you get a sense of is there anything else that you're doing in this game, or is it just kind of you're going from room to room just kicking the tar out of people?
I think once we start to know the story a little bit more, I'll be able to, you know, there'll be some method to the madness, but for this demo purposes, it was just, you know, room to room showing off how the enemies interact, how they, you know, engage with the environment, and how good it feels to kick them around in.
Okay. Oh man, I want to play this now. Just watching you, it's like
I know, right?
I'm getting the same urge of like I want to do martial arts when you know when you watch a good martial arts movie and then afterward you're like I just want to start kicking everything around me. Like I feel like I'm gonna sign up for classes like tomorrow, and then you don't because it wears off.
Yeah.
But I'm getting that similar high of like, oh, I just want to get in there and start just throwing some punches.
Yeah. Yeah, and you will be able to on February 8th.
Which is 2 weeks earlier than it was supposed to come out.
Oh, wow. And I believe there's early access for like the deluxe edition, but you'll have to go check that out.
All right. Well, I think that's a great look at Sifu. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me, Alex. And yeah, be sure to subscribe to Game Informer's YouTube channel if you want more awesome content like this, other episodes of new gameplay today. And be sure to visit GameInformer.com for some of the best video game news in the industry. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.